Welcome to this episode of Salt, Pepper, Oil. Today we're going to show you how to make a yakisoba stir fry. If you have a good wok or a non-stick pan at your house, that's going to work the best. So let's get right to it. Here we got yakisoba noodles. We got some wok veg, cabbage, scallion, bok choy, some carrot. We got some toasted chopped peanuts, yaki sauce that we make in house. It's really simple, but it's delicious. And then you got some sliced chicken breast. The goal here, don't overcook your proteins, don't overcook your noodles, cook things in stages if you're doing big batches. And we're gonna show you how to cook this right now. 10 minutes, we'll start. All right, flame on, get your wok nice and hot. So we'll show you how that exactly looks. So you want to throw a little bit of oil in there. Canola is always best. Oh, great, the lid's off. Nice, screw the lid on all the way. Make sure your lids are screwed on all the way. That happens once in a while. A lot of times, but it's not always on camera. So a little bit of oil in there. You'll know the pan's ready when it starts to smoke. So wok, the great thing is you're working with high heat, so you're able to mediate that heat throughout the cooking process, but you really want to make sure you're getting color on there. And for this recipe, it's on our menu a good amount, and you want to make sure that you're not doing more than about 2 batches in the pan, depending on the size of your pan. So that's smoking now. You got a little bit of smoke on there. The first thing that's going to go in here is the chicken. So we're going to take the chicken breast. We're going to throw that all in here. And you want to take it and you want to spread it out around the heat of the pan. So you don't want it all one big clump, but you want to kind of spread it out so that you can have as much surface area coverage on that chicken as possible so that you're getting nice browning. So we're going to basically fully cook this, maybe about 1 to 2 minutes, and then we're going to take it out and start with our veggies and noodles. So we're just going to watch this cook now. All right, so chicken is good to go. You can see it in there. It's nicely browned. It's basically fully cooked. And you gotta remember that you're also gonna have a little bit of carryover cooking. The most important thing is if you are cooking big batches and you're doing a lot of orders at the same time and you are doing it in segments, you wanna make sure that you're not adding sauce throughout. You're not adding too much sauce throughout the process, or you're not really browning it down, because that'll create like a carbony metallic flavor within the stir fry at the end. So we're gonna add a little bit more oil and we're gonna throw in the veggies. And then we're gonna do the sauce. We're gonna turn the heat down just a little bit. And you're gonna notice these noodles, they're gonna get a little bit bigger. If you don't cook them enough, they're actually gonna have a really starchy flavor to them. And so you wanna make sure those are cooked enough. And feel free to add just a little bit of water in there to help steam cook those noodles. If you feel like, if you're tasting the noodles while you're cooking them and you're like, this is just not there, you wanna add a little bit of water to help steam cook that, because the water will always reduce, but the sugars will never unbrown. So you want to make sure that you're doing that before and not waiting until your product's burned. So that's always nice. All right, the noodles have plumped up a little bit and the veggies are cooking down nicely. I'm going to add the chicken back in. So kind of what we want to do here is meld the flavors together. So you want to allow all the flavors to really come together, really intertwine and become, you know, they want to be their separate things, but they want to be kind of on one flavor profile together, because it's going to be all one dish. So as you'll notice, the noodles are getting a little bit more limp. You can see they're a little bit more, they're not as rigid. You'll be able to kind of tell and feel that. And so that's what you want. That'll tell you, that'll be a good indication that the noodles are cooking properly. And so you want to just keep cooking this about on medium heat. You don't want to be ripping this too hard now that you got the sauce in there. There's a good amount of sugar in that product, so you want to make sure that you're cooking it down on a lower heat so that it doesn't blacken on you. All right, so as you can see, I'm adding a little bit of water. Through this whole process, I maybe added like a tablespoon of water. It's really just to help steam unstick some stuff. It's a lot of eye stuff. You just gotta focus on it and check it out. And if it's not looking right, if it's burning, then you know you gotta add a little bit of water. But also, if you burn the stuff in the pan and you're adding water, that's gonna bring out all the bitterness out of that carbon development on the pan. And so it's just gonna ruin the whole dish. And that's happened before, so just yesterday actually. So, all right, so we're good to go. We're gonna plate this up. We're gonna top it with some peanuts and we're gonna eat it. And then I'm gonna get in with a fork. Yeah, yeah. Is it good? You like it? My turn? I use a fork because I'm not. Oh yeah, that's delicious. A little bit sweet, nice and salty, good crunch with the peanut. It has that like, it's a really good mouthfeel. When something's like really watery in your mouth, you don't get it. It's just like, it's got like that sticky, I want to eat more kind of deliciousness. So, and the great thing is it's not all stuck together like you get at your, I don't know, call it any fast food restaurants, but Panda Express. But you don't have all these noodles stuck together in one big pile and lump, and it's all soggy, overcooked noodles. You get the texture of the noodle, you get all the ingredients cooked properly. Can't get it better than from salt, pepper, oil. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next week with another delicious video.